Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome back to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Back from a nice little Thanksgiving break. We had a good time. Got a couple things up there on social media. All got to meet up on Thanksgiving Day.
Yay.
And did a little bar hopping and then hopped all the way to Tequesta to see Virginia's layout.
It's a long hop. It's more like a long jump.
We got that video up on social media. It's going KVJ viral.
Okay.
Yeah. The one video that I wanted to get that we didn't get was us rolling up to your guard gate and Denny's interaction with the guy at the guard gate, because he rolls up, he's like, yeah, we're just kind of rolling in here to the Sinicki's house.
The guy had no idea what the fuck he was talking about.
The guy's like, wait, what? And he's like, he's trying to get on top of it. And that just started the whole downward spiral.
Then we weren't on the list.
Yeah.
None of us were on the list. So we looked shady as fuck.
Yeah. And Denny's whole explanations, every time he opened his mouth, it seemed to get a little worse.
When me and Denny's first would hang out, we'd go to a restaurant together, and I'd hear him order, and I would laugh so hard because the person that was receiving the order would not know what the fuck he was talking about.
Can you speak up and enunciate?
They'd always go, wait, what? Do you want?
Wait, what? Wait, what's going on here?
Yeah, he just rolled up and was like, hey, here's the Sinicki's. What?
The guy's working the guard gate. He can only really be looking for one thing, but he was still highly confused. Yeah, it was a good time. So we had a lot of fun. The videos from when we were at Crazy Horse on Thursday and then Virginia's, you can go see if you missed those. That is up there. So had a nice little time over the break. I know, Virginia, you got to go to a nice wine party, too, with the celebs.
Did, yes.
That was so nice.
I was hanging out with Allie Larder from Legally Blonde.
Okay.
She's
stuff.
Very cool and very nice, and her wine is delicious. It's called Forever Gold.
Okay.
You should try it.
Forever Gold.
You say forever old?
Yeah.
No, it's you.
It sounds like every experience Jaybird had was at either a Publix or a Target.
I had a lot of...
Or a bar.
I had a lot of experiences. I had a very fun...
Very eventful?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. That was definitely a great time.
I had a great time at Virginia's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We turned up.
Yeah, we did.
That fucking pizza, man. I gotta stop swearing. That pizza, man. It was delicious. You're probably... People are gonna be annoyed with how much I talk about Virginia's
pizza. It's gonna come
pizza.
up a lot.
It is. It's my 9.5-foot werewolf currently.
I'll do another one. I just have to go back and get that dough because I want the dough to be the same. If you loved it, I got to find that same dough.
She made the sauce from scratch. I asked her about her dough. She said she did get the dough from somewhere else. I suggest you making your own Parmesan cheese dough. That would be amazing. I think you could do it. I believe in you.
I'm not a big dough expert. I don't work with a lot of dough. I'm not a big bread maker. Okay. I'll try it, but I mean, if that dough worked well, I don't want to fix what ain't broke. And that dough was $2.
In a way, she's kind of telling me to go fuck myself.
She is.
You're not getting dough.
Not in a way, she is.
I'm just trying to say, like, the dough is not where I'm going to put all my focus. I'm focusing on the sauce, which is what you loved.
I do.
But I'll put Parmesan on that dough. Fuck it.
Don't tell most pizzas. What would you say if it had to go in order of what's truly important? For a lot of people, crust is number one.
For me personal, and again, I'm a lover of pizza. I don't consider myself a pizza expert.
But he gets it extra wet.
I do. I look at the sauce as the most important, but everything about a pizza is important. It's like a syllabus in college. None of it can fuck up. But for me, sauce is very important.
Is that more important than a crust to you?
Yeah, it is. It is. But crust is important as well because you can have some dry ass crust.
It could be dry. It could be just too big. It could be burnt.
But you could have great crust and a shitty sauce, and a shitty sauce is gonna fuck up a good crust.
And you got to know how he likes his sauce. He doesn't like it too pungent. He doesn't like it with a bunch of herbs or extra like oniony or garlicky. He likes it subtle and sweet. And he likes it to sit on the pizza and not be runny. He likes it to be a little thicker. So I cooked it down a lot. I made it thick and sweet and not like super slap yourself in the face with all these onions and herbs and all that.
I'm over here saying I would do shit for that kind of pizza. It's
yeah?
that kind of monkey on my back.
Wow.
What kind of shit would you do?
You have something I can't go out and buy it. I need her. I don't know what she does in there, but it is a sauce that it kicked me in the dick in a good way.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you should bottle it and label it Dick Kicker.
I don't hate it. Dick kicker.
You think Publix will carry my Dick Kicker sauce?
You think people would buy it,
Yeah.
especially women?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I know a lot of girls that would buy it.
If the sauce was delicious, people would without a doubt buy Dick Kicker sauce. I would.
Sounds like a positive endorsement.
I think he would buy it by the case.
Okay. It sounds like he's raving about
Well,
it.
I'm a man. I like bulk, but yeah, just I want something you got, and I can't get it that easy.
All right. I'll kick your dick.
Joanne said here, she said, my husband and I drank a bottle of wine and stumbled on a show we think Kevin and Jason would love. Kevin for the history, Jason for the food. It's called The Food That Built America. It's on Hulu. Season 2, episode 2 is about pizza, how it came to America with Domino's, formerly known as Dominick's, and Pizza Hut, given that name because of how many letters could fit on the sign. We watched the Kraft cheese one too, and a few more that I don't remember too clearly. Definitely worth checking out. So there you go.
Huh. Domino's was Dominick's. I did not know that.
I love those little kind of things. So there you go. That is from Joanna, KVJ for 15 years, relocated and still listens every day. Thank you, Joanne.
Joanne, we love you. There's one thing you got to watch if you haven't seen it yet. It's on Netflix, and it's the Pepsi. It's a Pepsi documentary about the jet airplane they were giving away back in the 90s.
Yeah, that came up on Thanksgiving when we were all drinking. Somebody had mentioned it. It was about a sweepstakes that Pepsi had done, and just kind of a spoofy thing. They're like, hey, how about this Learjet? And it was like this 15-year-old kid looked into it. And keep in mind, you know, the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, they watch all this stuff. So if you say you're going to do something,
You got to do it.
yeah, I remember there was a radio station one time. They pulled a funny little thing where they're going to give away a toy Yoda, and the person thought they'd done all this stuff and won it, and it was a little toy of Yoda from Star Wars. They're like, hey, here's your toy Yoda.
Damn, I got ya. It's a Toyota.
And the guy said, fuck that. You misled the whole time. And I thought I was going to get a car, a Toyota. And they freaking sued the radio station and won.
Yeah, you can't mess around with people's emotions like that. You never overpromise and then underdeliver. People are going to be pissed.
Well, you would really like this documentary because it does have some twists and turns, and it uncovers some stuff about Pepsi that they were trying to hide. But it made me think of everyone on the show because they make everyone do the Pepsi versus Coke challenge. And not everyone loves soda like I do. It would be fun to see how well you guys would, because some people claim to love Pepsi. They failed it.
Yeah.
You know, they drink it and go, all right, well, guess what it is? Do you think you could pass the Pepsi versus Coke?
I think I could, because to me, Coke is less sugary, more bubbly, more effervescent. I think Pepsi sits a little flatter in my mouth and is sweeter.
See, I think Virginia would do better than Kevin.
Oh, Kevin hasn't had a regular soda since the 80s.
I would be interested to see if you could tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi. You don't have to. You don't have to swallow it. You can spit it out.
I'll try it. I could do a swallow. I'll be all right.
Okay.
It won't
You can
kill
swirl
me.
and spit.
Yeah.
Like it's wine.
Yeah.
Very
It's
classy.
not going to kill me. I'll be all right. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great question how I do. Yeah, I'm putting together right now that, my college football season's pretty much over. Kind of, yeah, it didn't end well.
Pumpkin needs a hobby.
Yeah.
Find some other stuff to focus on.
Yeah, I need a palate cleanser.
Okay, this is perfect.
I was looking for other things. So, yeah, I'm starting to put together my whole list because there's a lot of great stuff. I've got Yellowstone that's kind of amping up. They also showed the first preview of the Yellowstone. It's supposed to be a prequel. It's got Harrison Ford in it, and it looks like more of the same, just in a different era.
Okay.
But still looks good.
Is Kevin Costner in it?
No, because he would be a future generation. It would be about his ancestors.
Oh, like his parents.
Yeah, I think it's called 1923.
We can't do that because now you're crossing the timeline, Marty. You
Yeah.
can't go back in time.
Kevin Costner be looking good.
Yeah, he's doing all right. It shows the Dutton is the family. It's the Dutton Ranch called Yellowstone, and so this would have been earlier Duttons that
Okay.
have come through, and it's the same ranch.
Costner's got some stirrings in you.
Undo a button, Dutton.
Okay, you like it. You like
wow.
Kevin Costner looks good.
you like an older Costner because you've never raved about a Costner before.
He's always been cute, but not raved about. But yeah, whatever they did to him in this movie, they made him look real good.
Virginia kind of likes that older juicy daddy look.
He kind of looks like a piece of beef jerky, and I like it.
He likes the
Yeah.
older. I've been through time. All right.
Okay. Another show, I watched the first episode, Sylvester Stallone's Tulsa King. That's also on Paramount Plus, the network. It was okay. We'll see. You know, I'm only one episode in, and I really like Sylvester Stallone.
How many did they release? Like just one at a time?
I'm not sure because I didn't have a lot of time. I needed something other than football on Saturday. So actually, after my Buckeye beatdown, I took a little time a little bit later on.
You like Stallone, and you don't want to trash him yet. You don't want to trash his show.
Yeah, there were a couple things where I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to like some of this. There are a couple of where the plot line went. I'm like, okay, I don't know that would happen. But, you know, whatever. A little bit of suspension of disbelief and, you know, maybe I can make it through. But, yeah, it's all right. So if there are more episodes and people have been watching, how is it? Somebody recommended checking out Fleischman is in Trouble on Hulu. Had heard about that. That is kind of circulating out there if you're looking for shows. Sean said, hey, Jaybird, are you into the old movie Willow and then the upcoming revamp?
I have seen that back in the day. I did like a Willow. And they used to have Willow figures. Not that anyone gives a fuck, but I thought I'd throw that in there. And I did see the preview. It's exciting. I don't know if I'm going to like it.
Okay.
But I like when old shit gets a little revamp like that.
It premieres on Disney Plus November 30th.
I mean, it's going to not be good. I don't know.
You think Disney Plus is killing everything?
No, I'm not going to say everything. I haven't personally, and this is just my own opinion,
Yeah.
I haven't loved what they've done with the Star Wars franchise.
Okay.
I just don't like it.
Okay. Well, that's Wednesday that debuts
Okay.
on Disney Plus.
Did you guys like Willow back in the day?
I didn't even know about it.
I didn't either.
I thought it was new when I saw. I've seen the commercials for it, but I thought it was new.
Willow? No.
Oh, that little thing?
I mean, that Willow's awesome.
I don't know what that is. I don't think I like it.
No,
Imagine
no.
that. Imagine that.
It looks stupid.
Yeah, it's not a reality. It's not a fake reality show about fake fighting, Kevin.
Right. She loves.
It's a scripted fake fighting. Yeah, maybe you would like it.
Oh gosh, I got pulled into that because Caitlin was over at the house. So her and her mom were watching that whole Bachelor finale. Oh, that's tough, man. Good Lord, wow.
And do you have to just sit there with them and watch it?
Well, you know, they had it on, so I was kind of messing around doing some other things, but it was there. They had the volume of it on, and it oddly is mesmerizing. I don't know why. So yeah, I did watch a little bit of it.
It puts you in a trance.
But it's unbelievable because I'm like, who gives a shit? Like, I think that's what just mesmerized me. I'm like, why does this? Everything was like such a big deal, like a major drama. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. There's a guy on there from Palm Beach Gardens. They were telling me, I can't remember what his name is, and he had a chick, and they had gotten engaged. I think it was Bachelor in Paradise, maybe, and then she started banging another dude that was on another season.
On the island?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. He had proposed. She said, ladies, is off the market. Next thing you know, he's all pissed off. He's on the stage and she's there
Damn.
Talking about how it didn't work out.
Gosh, being pissed off on a stage is nowhere to be mentally. Believe me, I know. I've been there.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was feeling it. So, yeah, and I can't remember what his name was, but yeah, he's a dude from Palm Beach Gardens.
There's quite a few South Florida guys that have made a run for The Bachelor or Bachelorette.
And they're all considered Miami boys, even though it's south. Anything south of Orlando is Miami.
Yeah.
You're from Green Acres. Calm down.
No, from Miami, bro. You know, they're not taking anybody from Green Acres. Nothing against Green Acres.
Damn.
No, I would cast somebody from Green Acres, but you know how these reality show fucks are.
Doug, we were talking about ant movies before the break, and he said you guys are talking about the movie about an ant. And you mentioned Empire of the Ants made in 1977. It was shot in Belle Glade. Might have been the only movie ever made there.
Huh.
And fun fact, insects breathe through their legs. And if they got as big as us, it's shown in many science fiction movies, they would suffocate as the oxygen level of Earth is too low to support them.
What?
Dang. The age of giant insects on Earth is the Pennsylvania age close to 300 million years ago when the oxygen levels were at 35% compared to 21 today. Okay, I didn't even realize that. And also a fun fact, Fess Parker had a small role in the movie. Don't even know who the hell that is. I think it's something my dad used to talk about.
It does bring up a good topic, though. Giant insects flying around. That would be pretty fucked.
Breathing through their legs. Ooh.
Could you imagine if that was a real problem we had to deal with? They're the size of manatees flying around. We've got a giant insect problem.
Oh,
It'd be rough.
Your life would change if that all of a sudden became a thing.
That would be rough.
Yeah.
And they weren't necessarily nice and hungry.
Yeah, it was pretty terrifying.
Mosquitoes are now the size of manatees.
That would be so
Have fun.
fucked up. You look out there, there's a hippo-sized cockroach.
Well, you think about little piss ant fire ants, and you think about mosquitoes and what damage they cause, and they're tiny.
Yeah.
Imagine them bigger,
And
the destruction they could create.
And as we've learned, they work great as a team. And if you see their faces are fucking horrified. Imagine seeing a 10-foot ant face.
No, thank you.
That picture they had on the CNN social media of a magnified ant face was horrific. If you haven't seen it, you need to go Google it.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the scariest creature of your nightmares.
It looks alien-like. There's a few creatures out there that got that alien look.
Fuck a ant face. Fuck it. That is scary.
I gotta agree with the way fucking ant face.
It was horrifying.
Well, they look like there's no way they could ever be happy.
Well, he looks like a demon and tortured some kind of angry alien soul.
There's no way that thing could ever look happy with
No.
anything it does.
Unless it's eating your face.
And that should make you happy because if it's evil, but even that wouldn't make it smile.
Damn.
We're not high.
Fuck a ant face.
Fucking ant face.
Jim sent in this email from Lake Worth Beach. He said, this last week you were talking about favorite movies that had a stupid scene in it. You mentioned the ending of the movie Grease where they fly off in the car. One of the major theories of that ending is when Sandy met Danny at the beach, he did not save her. In her last moments before dying, the movie was basically her mind playing out what could have happened. So it was an induced fantasy before death. The imagery of her flying off in the car was her finally passing away and moving on to heaven. This theory was never confirmed by anyone, but it is the one that most people believe was the reason why they had that ending.
Huh.
Whoa, that is twisted, and I love it.
Right. So that whole movie, because there were some, weird moments, that is all just Sandy as she's dying.
Well, yeah,
What goes through her mind.
no one ever breaks into song during real life. I mean, where's the music coming from?
Yeah. So that's what it was.
She's
basically
dreaming.
She played a musical in her head before driving off to heaven.
Damn, Sandy's dead, and he didn't
Sandy's
save
dead.
her.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That's pretty.
Quite
That's pretty twisted.
That is very
Quite
twisted.
a plot twist, huh? Yep.
It makes it my favorite ending now. I hated it, now I love it.
Yeah, now you love it.
That doesn't happen often. When you hate an ending and then Kevin explains it a different way and you go, okay, now I love it.
Well, it's like that old show pop-up video. You'd find out shit about the video.
Yeah.
You go, I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting.
That was a great show. You would watch shitty videos that you hated to songs that you hated, and you would be just gripped.
The facts were awesome.
Yeah.
They gave
were.
you great little behind the scenes nugs.
This email here from Nathan said Jaybird had mentioned that he loves Pink's voice. Well, during some of the audio that you played from Jimmy Kimmel's show, you need to check out the band You Me. It's a side project that Pink and Canadian musician Dallas Green did. I know Jaybird will love it. Kevin should like it too if he likes the band of Horses. It's acoustic and folksy. It's a fantastic album.
Okay. I love it.
So You Me. That is a Pink side project.
That one Pink song, that's my cut. I love that. Who Knew?
Who Knew is
That's
the
a
best.
jam. I do like that song a lot.
And Just Like a Pill.
That's not my favorite. She got another one that I like. She got a couple I like. She got a great voice.
Yes, she does. Very talented lady. Got an email here that said, well, this is a Jaybird type of story. I'm not exactly sure where to start. I'm kind of riled up. I live in East Boca, and my house backs up to a plaza that has an ice cream shop and an Italian deli.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
So far, sounds great.
Your house backs up to that? Jaybird, that'd be heaven.
She said they illegally built a dumpster that backs up to my fence. I get garbage in my backyard if there is an east wind when the garbage trucks comes. It's annoying and frustrating, and I pay a lot of money to be here, and I've been here for 8 years, and I used to enjoy living here. I made a beautiful backyard, and this dumpster situation has made the backyard horrible.
Damn.
But the other day, everything got much worse. I have animals that go to the backyard, so they should be allowed to, and my dog started choking on something. I went to see what was happening, and the Italian restaurant and the ice cream shop both had thrown garbage right in the corner of my backyard. I'm not here often due to traveling for work, but my dog is always with me, and she doesn't bark, so I don't understand why somebody would do this. I'm a small, blonde, blue-eyed female that lives with just her animals. So here's kind of the scary part. My friend came over to help figure out what this was that was going on, and we looked over the fence, and there was a gap between my back fence and the dumpster, and we found a stool that looked straight into my bedroom window.
What?
I looked at my camera footage, and sure enough, I have had a stalker, not just being a peeping Tom, but also they'll jump into my backyard when I'm not home.
Oh my gosh.
Girl, this is sounding like you need to move.
I did not see this fucking ending coming.
You got people throwing trash in your yard. You got stalkers looking in your window. Girl, this might not be safe.
She said, I've watched people come out of both of these places and they hopped into my backyard. How upset should I be?
I mean, you should be very upset. I guess you got to go on social media and post this. Remember what happened with Sweet Denny's? He posted it. We posted all that stuff about, the trash being in his lake. We posted all that on social media, and within 2 days, it was all cleaned up, never to happen again. They got it done because it's been called out. There's no reason why you should live like this. This is not your fault. You've got a stalker. You need to figure out. You need to go to the police is what you need to do.
Is there anything you can do to reinforce your backyard to keep them out? I'm thinking like, super tall bushes, some sort of new fence, some sort of something that would make it impenetrable. But if you can't do that, and you're going to have people still wandering in your yard whenever they want to because the activity behind your house is so active, you might need to think about moving.
Okay, I'm not a big fan of you are not the problem and there's a sucky situation and you have to leave because they're the ones that suck. We can figure this out. You haven't even gone. This is a story, by the way. You've got a guy on camera jumping in your yard, if I heard that correctly.
Yeah.
You have to go to the police, first of all. You got to get this all on a police report.
Yeah.
You've got a man that's looking at you with the stool and you've got him on camera. We got to go to the police. You have to let that business know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
We got to make some noise. No one's giving a fuck about your feelings. You need to make some noise about this. But you definitely need to get this on report with the police.
Yeah, we know the owner of the ice cream place. It's Wits.
Oh,
Frozen
yeah.
Custard.
I love that place.
Okay,
Yeah.
we do know them.
Yeah, and they're very good people. And if they knew that, this was any employees that were doing this, I'm sure that they would make a statement
But you can't
to those
have
employees about this.
dudes jumping in your yard and looking at you and their stools. If you got that on camera, we got to get this to the police ASAP.
Yeah, and you can maybe say, hey, look, I need to post a sign. People are trespassing, and let them know I've got a camera posted up, and then take whatever footage if somebody ever gets back there to the police.
You love your home, and
Yeah.
you said it was peaceful at one point.
Yeah.
So we're not moving. Fuck that.
No, I know exactly where she is, and it's a nice little quaint neighborhood. It's a cool little place to be, and you're you're close to so many great things there in East Boca, and so I wouldn't want to leave that area.
A lot of times, you have to fight with people in life, and I understand that. But they're bringing a fight to you. It's time to go to the mattress. It's time to fight. You gotta. If not, you're gonna lose your backyard.
Yeah.
And also, too, what's up with this creepy fuck?
Is there a way to reinforce your backyard? Because it sounds like it's too easy to get into.
Yeah. I don't know what that looks like, but that's something to look into.
Because you can't stop randoms that are going to be over there. Like, it's so arbitrary, and it's really not the business's fault either.
You can stop people from littering in your yard. You can stop people from entering your yard. You can stop people from prowling. All of these things are not things you have to take as a human being.
Right.
We gotta fix this.
Yeah.
We definitely can't just fucking lay back and take it.
No, I wouldn't. I think you laid out some good progressive steps for her to take, and email us back if those don't work, and we can talk about going to another level. But I'm sure that there are a lot of people that if you're, she's in kind of a busier area. If you live somewhere like that, you probably are seeing all kinds of randoms where they shouldn't be close to your property or on your property.
You do have a good point with sometimes you have to customize your backyard. We don't know what your backyard looks like, so it's going to be hard to say how, but is there a way to make a wall up there? Is there something you can do that makes it look cozy? I don't know.
I would just make it impenetrable.
Yeah, I'd imagine Sherry has a privacy wall.
I imagine she's doing that.
But there's a lot you could do. I mean, if people are getting back there, it's not impenetrable.
But I feel like the guy with the chair, I feel like you guys aren't thinking that's that big of a deal. You got to get that on record. You got to.
No, I agree with you. I agree with everything you said.
Make a TikTok of that guy.
You put that on social media.
Yeah.
If you got video of a dude jumping in your backyard,
watching
post
you,
that.
Sitting on a stool, watching you through your bedroom window, that's horrifying.
It's a problem. It's a prevalent problem. The people looking in people's windows and stalking and prowling and doing all that stuff.
That's about half the posts that I see on Nextdoor is people posting up footage of people that were prowling around the neighborhood to say, hey, keep an eye out for this person, or do you know who this is?
It's a level of creepy. And I'm not saying everybody that's going up to your window is going to break into your house, but if you're going up to someone's window and you're getting that close, you're set differently than everybody. You're a fucking brazen weirdo.
Because a sensible adult knows I shouldn't be climbing a privacy wall or going into somebody's backyard.
Yeah, man. I can't believe how many videos are out there because now everyone's got the security cameras.
Yep.
There are so many videos of these prowlers.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
I would love to get a little electric fence on top of that privacy wall and have them think they're just climbing up there and hit the zap.
I know. You would love it. Some of them are so brazen. The one guy went into the porch and started to masturbate and stayed there as he heard them yelling, calling the cops.
Damn.
Wow. I was
That's a
getting
guy
him going,
that
huh?
really wants to get his rocks
I
off.
mean, my God.
Yeah.
Good Lord, dude.
Danger, Dick.
Oh, my God.
I got this debate Jarvis and his wife are having. Said, I want to see if maybe you could put a poll up. That'd be great because my wife and I are having a debate. My wife has a friend that pegs her husband once a week. I myself didn't even know what the hell that even was until she told me. And my wife, now she wants to try that with me. I said, hell no. I am not putting anything near my rear. She insists that, look, this isn't something that just gay guys would like because a woman's doing it. And she said, look, a lot of guys who are straight like doing this because it's about hitting that prostate.
So
the experience is amazing.
Are we voting whether he gets pegged or not?
I vote peg.
Yeah, vote peg. Our audience is definitely going to go voting peg.
He's saying it's something only gay guys would do. She's saying that it's not, that there's straight guys who like to be pegged for that reason. It was kind of the whole thing. That was a theme in American Pie, the movie. Remember Stifler liked to...
You have a finger in his ass?
Yeah, milking the prostate.
I say you just hand slam him.
Yeah, I heard that term earlier.
I've never heard that term before. Hand
Yeah,
slam.
I don't know. I mean, not that I want to take my life knowledge from American Pie, but there may be some Stiflers out there that are straight guys that's not what it is, and it's a good sensation for them.
Modern day that's an old school mentality. You're still going to get people that say no, man. But there are plenty of straight people.
I would say so too. It's a sensation. It's not that you want a guy to be, putting his dong in you.
Yeah,
that's not it. You just like where that thing hits.
I know somebody that accidentally sent their boss a video of him and his girl were doing stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And
that's very personal.
He was sending the video to her just to kind of, hey, remind them. And he sent it to his boss on accident. And he said it was one of those things where he just had to own it and go, yeah, man, sorry, I sent it to you on accident. Me and my girl like to get freaky. And he had to just kind of take it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's tough.
Isn't that? I mean, sending the wrong kind of that would be. Imagine sending anything wrong that's a little off.
I think the next thing I'd say would be my resignation.
There's certain things where I don't know if you can walk back into a meeting.
That's too much.
And have business conversations.
That's tough. Yeah, to look him in the eye and have a serious conversation or any kind of agreement or disagreement later.
I got permission to tell that story too, so it's not that I'm telling tales out. I just can't put any names to it, but yeah.
Okay.
You can tell me off air.
I'll tell you off air. They said that they were so embarrassed. But have you ever had something that's so embarrassing? It's so humiliating.
Right.
You just have to go, I got to fucking just take it.
You just got to own it.
Yeah, and take it.
Humans, we're all weird. Your mind's exposed. That's it.
Sending the wrong text is the worst feeling.
Totally.
Well, if you do like things in your ass, you'll probably love this game that Travis sent to us. It's anal ring toss, and it says you'll laugh your ass off. It looks like one person, great for couples, it says. One person playing, they put some kind of peg in their behind, and then the other person tries to throw rings. Okay. They get a ring toss thing.
That would be for OnlyFans, Virginia.
Or the naughty potty.
Oh, then I mean, if that's what's going on, the naughty potty, I think we do have to go to that thing.
It's a fun game.
I gotta see this up close and personal. And will you make the pizza too? What a fucking day!
I will make the pizza, but you've got to hold the stick for the ring toss.
I'll hold the stick, maybe, because it's the girls playing, right? With consent, of course.
No, you put the stick in
your
ass.
You're not putting it in my ass.
Come on.
I want to see y'all play. Imagine if that was your party. I think, oh my gosh, she's lost her fucking mind. That looked like an old-timey type photo, too.
It did. What's up with that?
They did some weird
shit. Been around since the 50s.
They did some weird shit. It was all, you couldn't talk about it, Kev.
Pegging's been around forever. Guys in the 50s were getting pegged.
But that looks like a party game.
It does.
You could play games with that.
It looks like that would be on a shelf next to lawn darts.
Yeah.
You could turn that into a tournament if you wanted to.
You could. No doubt you could.
Now, does the same person just have to take it all night? Or do you rotate who has the stick in their
You're
ass?
supposed to rotate it.
I recommend
But
it.
the question is, do you use the same stick?
Okay. Let's work this thing out. I think you got to at least get multiple sticks. I think you need multiple asses. I think to make this thing work.
If I do have to play, I want the thing in my ass first.
Or you could do a tournament where you've got pairs. You know, you and the queen, you and Panda.
I think we have to go men versus women.
I mean, me and Denny's.
Let's make this a gender war.
Me and Denny's would take you guys out.
And then are the pegs reusable, or you just throw it away when you're done?
That's why I think we need multiple pegs. We need multiple.
Everybody gets their own peg.
We can always put a condom on the peg.
This video, as weird as it sounds, it would do very well on social.
Yeah,
until it gets thrown off.
Yeah, it would get thrown off, or otherwise.
It wouldn't get thrown off OnlyFans.
But keep in mind that we did piss in our face at one point, so anything's possible.
We never posted that.
Never.
Yeah.
We thought we had several long, hard debates about it.
I still think we should show that out live somewhere. just for the fun of it.
There is a place in the world for it, possibly in the future.
There's absolutely
I
a
was
place.
so shocked. I didn't think it was possible to piss in your own face. And boy, was I proven wrong.
Kevin, you were the most into it, which was surprising.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way you can like sit there and just pee straight up into your face.
Kevin loves bits.
It was the weirdest day because I just remember seeing the Queen in the house because we were in the backyard and I kept seeing the Queen in the background walking around.
Yeah.
Going, Kev, is the Queen gonna be like watching this shit or like I'm kind of is she going away? We need complete privacy here.
He didn't want to take his dick out while there's any eyes.
Well, it's not only that; it was just such a weird act.
It was, yeah. You know, you can't control the Queen.
What's weird about Kevin's wife looking at you piss in your own face with your dick out?
Well, me, Denny's, and him we had a hoot of a time. We were laughing.
Yeah.
That was the problem. You laughed and you ended up pissing in your mouth.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Kevin got bullseye.
I did.
You pissed in your own eye.
Couldn't believe it.
I got nose. I think Kevin got mouth. I think Denny's got forehead.
Yeah. And oddly enough, we walked back in the house and the Queen was like no comment. Like
Yeah.
nothing had happened. She was unfazed by it. I'm
I
like,
hope she didn't see it.
I don't think she would even give a
yeah.
fuck if she
yeah,
did.
she'd be like, all right, you're pissing
I
in
was
your
the
face.
one that had to be counseled after. I'm like, did the Queen see it?
Counseled.
Brianna's got a question. Do guys care about a woman's sexual past? Well, I think, sometimes yes.
If you give them chlamydia, they do.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a reason to care, but she's wanting to know, okay, if a guy and a girl both had a sexual history of, quote, being ran through, is it right for a guy to devalue the girl because of that, but think it's okay for himself? No, I'm not a fan of that.
No.
We got a lot of these modern day questions. I like it.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. People think they should talk about everything and be open about everything. Everybody's got a past. We've all got other people that we slept with. And you shouldn't be talking about your prior entanglements with your current man. It doesn't have any. The only way you should is if there's a STD involved.
If there's something that can fuck up your mate's life,
Right.
you should be open and honest about that.
But if in the current here and now you're cool, they're cool, don't get into it because it's not relevant.
There's a lot of questions too. I had an ex that would always ask me those type of awful loaded
How was
questions.
she? Was she better in bed than me?
Stuff like that. Where
What the fuck is he supposed to say to
and
that?
I knew not to fall for that bullshit. But those type of questions, because I didn't want to answer them, there was no need to. No one's going to win with these answers.
No.
The type of questions that they were being asked, it just felt like a setup to me.
It is a setup, and you look stupid and immature by asking those questions. And I mean, any guy with any kind of options is not going to put up with that bullshit.
I think there's some couples that like to talk about that, and I think that's cool. If you both are on the same page of anything, I think that's cool. But if someone doesn't want to talk about their past, and it's not on a need-to-know basis, if they're not cheating on you, they're not going to get you harmed with an STD, it really is none of your business.
Right.
But that's my own personal opinion.
Yeah. So that's how I deal with it. It's, don't talk about anything.
Now, if she wants to constantly talk about how rad Jake's dick was in the past, that's not good.
No, not good. Yeah, keep it to yourself unless you're STD ridden. And if you are, then you definitely better pass on that information.
And Jake's dick was rad. We get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jake had such a stroke.
Such a stroke.
Boy, you can tell she talks dirty all the time, Kev.
Yeah, it's going to be hot.
Such a stroke. Boy, you're getting me hard over here.
All right, well, thank you for all the emails. You can always send them to us, mail@kvjshow.com. Have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.